Softly falls the night around me, broken dreams I couldn't save. Every shadow whispers your name from the choices that I made. And I tried to let you go, but the truth cuts deep and slow. Nothing heals, nothing fades in the silence where you stayed. Every scar, every breath still reminds me of what's left. I'm still holding on to echoes in the silence. Empty rooms and quiet thunder, all the words we never said. Every step I take without you feels like walking with the dead. And I scream into the dark, but your voice still leaves a mark. Nothing heals, nothing fades in the silence where you stayed. Every scar, every breath still reminds me of what's left. I'm still holding on to echoes in the silence. I kept it buried, but it's breaking through the seams. All these memories are louder than they seem. Trying to run, but I'm chained to the past. Every second feels like it could be the last. I built walls, but they're crashing down again. Every loss, every scar, every win. I don't know how to let it go when the pain is the only thing I know. Whispers calling, I can't escape. Every moment sealed by fate. Nothing heals, nothing fades in the silence where you stay. Every scar, every breath still reminds me of what's left. I'm still holding on to echoes in the silence. Just a whisper in the dark where you are. I've been talking to the silence, chasing ghosts inside my head. Every promise that I buried dragging me instead. You keep hiding from the mirror, but the cracks are all you see. You're addicted to the sorrow, 'cause you're scared of being free. I don't know how to let you go. You're holding on to what's already gone. We're the poison and the cure in one. We're drowning in the lithium of our hearts. A chemical collapse tearing us apart. We bleed in the silence. We burn in the dark. Still we run back to the fire, just to feel a spark. We're fading in the echoes of our lives, addicted to the pain behind our eyes. If love is just a drug that leaves us scarred, we're drowning in the lithium of our hearts. You keep calling this devotion, but it's chains around my chest. Every heartbeat feels like broken glass. I'm hiding in my breath. I was never trying to hurt you, I just didn't know the way. I've been clinging to the shadows, 'cause I'm terrified of day. You say you'll change, but you never do. I'm losing me every time I lose you. Where the wound and where the salt, it's true. We're drowning in the lithium of our hearts. Two silhouettes colliding in the dark. We scream in the silence. We fall with the stars. Still we run back to the fire, just to feel who we are. Addicted to the ache we can't let go. Another hit of us before we blow. If love is just a drug that rips apart, we're drowning in the lithium of our hearts. Can you hear me through the static of your fears? I've been screaming your name for years. Can you see me underneath the armor I built? Every wall is made of guilt. If we let this overdust aside, will we live or will we hide? We're drowning in the lithium of our hearts. Still chasing broken halos in crawling on the walls. Every thought becomes an echo. Every silence starts to call. Broken pictures on the floor of a life I knew before. I keep reaching through the past, but nothing ever lasts. Shadows don't let go. They follow where I go. Every step I take alone feels like losing you again. I'm caught inside the fall. I still hear you call. Through the dark I can't escape. Shadows don't let go. Fading lights across the skyline, like a heartbeat, losing time. All the words I left unspoken, now they're louder in my mind. Every road just leads me back to the love I couldn't have. And now I'm drowning in the sound of everything we found. Shadows don't let go. They follow where I go. Every step I take alone feels like losing you again. I'm caught inside the fall. I still hear you call. Through the dark I can't escape. Shadows don't let go. I tried to bury every piece of what we were, but the silence only makes it louder than before. Every memory's a weight I can't outrun. Every battle that I fight is never really won. I'm stuck between the past and who I'm supposed to be. Every version of myself just brings me back to we. I keep searching for a way to feel control, but the shadows in my chest won't let me go. Hold on, I'm slipping deeper. Your voice still underneath. Oh, shadows don't let go. They follow where I go. Every scar I try to hide only pulls me back inside. I'm caught inside the fall. I still hear I'm not defeated. Every wound inside me got a reason. Every scar tells a story I own. Every step now I take is my own. I was lost in the pressure and doubt. Now I'm breaking every limit out. Oh, no chains gonna hold me again. I rebel, I ascend. No more fear, no more chains. I evolve through the pain. I will rise through the ashes, through the pain and the crashes. Every scar becomes a flame. Now I'm stronger than the blame. I'm still standing tall, even when I fall. From the dark I redefine every broken piece of mine. From the ashes I remain. Stronger through the pain. The road behind me burns to ash, a fading light, I can't go back. These empty halls still know my name, but nothing here can feel the same. The road behind me burns to ash, a fading light, I can't go back. These empty halls still know my name, but nothing here can feel the same. I packed my heart inside your shadow in the corner by the door. But the words we left unspoken don't belong to us anymore. Every photograph is fading, like a sky before the rain. I can feel the shape of letting go, even through the hurt and pain. And I won't chase the ghost of what we were. Some love is only meant to burn. So I let the echoes fade into the silence we both made. No more reaching for your hand, no more trying to understand. If this is where our story ends, I learned to live with where it bends. I won't fight what we've become, I'll just watch the light come undone. There's a peace inside the breaking when you stop demanding more. What was meant to stay forever doesn't always reach the shore. I don't hate the world we lost, I just know it's gone for good. And the deepest kind of healing starts when sorrow's understood. from words we never said. Stack them high until they block the light. Every night we circled around the same old fears, afraid to sleep, afraid to fight. I kept waiting for a sign you'd stay. You kept waiting for a lease to break. We were strangers in the same skin, loving hard but losing traction. And every time we tried to speak, it turned to static in our hands. We were drowning in the options. We were strangers in the same room. We got lost in each other, turned our love into a maze. Every turn led back to silence. Every word got stuck in place. But through the wreckage and the distance, through the things we couldn't say, we found our way back to each other. Not the same, but here to stay. But here to stay. I remember packing up my anger like a suitcase by the door. You were standing in the hallway, saying less than you were sure. We were both so scared of breaking that we broke a little more. Every sorry felt like bleeding, every stay felt like a war. But I kept hearing your voice trembling in the quiet after rage. And you kept seeing my head shaking when I couldn't find the words to say. We got lost in each other, turned our love into a maze. Every turn led back to silence. Every word got stuck in place. But through the wreckage and the distance, through the things we couldn't say, we found our way back to each other. Not the same, but here to stay. Maybe love is not a straight line. Maybe it's a circle in the dark, where you lose your way 1,000 times just to recognize your heart. Maybe breaking was the only way to learn how to let go right. And rebuilding was the only map back to us. In the dead of night, we got lost in each other, but we didn't let it end. We walked through all the shadows, learned to bend before we break again. Now the silence isn't empty, it's the space where we can breathe. We got lost, but now we're finding all the love we couldn't keep. So we meet here in the middle of the mess we used to hide. No more running, no more hiding, just two lost souls trying to find a way to be together without losing who we are. still lives inside the hall. A whisper trapped behind the wall. I reach for shadows, call her name, but memory answers just the rain. The chair is empty, the room is cold. A photograph that won't grow old. I watch the curtains breathe at night, like she still stands within the light. And every word I never said keeps beating softly in my head. I turn my face toward the dark. cannot take the soul's embrace, so I keep crawling through the night to voices fading out of sight. Quiet, but I hear you in every room and everything I do. I set a place for you by habit and stare at the chair and try to hide it. Your name still lives inside the walls, a ghost that moves before it calls. I talk to shadows after midnight, as if you might answer through the night. And every silence sounds like thunder. It pulls me deeper, keeps me under. I know you're gone, but still I say the words I never gave away. I'm talking to the ones who left, like they still breathe inside my chest. A voice in dust, a light in rain, a memory that won't stay tame. If love can die, it leaves a flame, still burning softly in my name. So I keep calling through the dark to what remains inside my heart. The kitchen still remembers hands that shaped the world with gentle plans. The cup, the coat, the open door, I'll say you've been here long before. I walk the steps you used to know, through every crack, through every echo. The night becomes a second skin, and I keep speaking where you've been. And every silence sounds like thunder. It pulls me deeper, keeps me under. I know you're gone, but still I say the words I never gave away. I'm talking to the ones who left, like they still breathe inside my chest. A voice in dust, a light in rain, a memory that won't stay tame. If love can die, it leaves a flame, still burning softly in my name. So I keep calling through the dark to what remains inside my heart. Come back in echoes, come back in sound. I need one sign to pull me down. If heaven hears me, let it bleed. I'm still the son of what I need. Break through the walls, break through the night. Let something answer, let it fly. I'm talking to the ones who left, like they still breathe inside my chest. A voice in dust, a light in rain, a memory that won't stay tame. beside me as you fell. A slow descent I knew too well. The light was leaving from your eyes, like dust dissolving into skies. I saw the sorrow in your hands, the way you slipped through broken plans. You were not taken in a day. You faded while I looked away. And every prayer I never said now keeps you company instead. I hear your name inside the rain, a thread of love pulled through the pain. I watched you disappear in light, a star that broke before the night. You slipped into the darkest stream and left me living in between. I carry your last breath like flame, a wound that still remembers pain. And though your voice is out of reach, it still returns when I can't sleep. If I could pull you back from time, I'd trade my future for one sign. But all I have is this refrain: your fading shadow, my refrain. I watched you disappear in light, a star that broke before the night. You slipped into the darkest stream and left me living in between. I carry your last breath like flame, a wound that still remembers pain. And though your voice is out of reach, it still returns when I can't sleep. I stand at the edge of the night with all my ghosts behind the light. The road I walked has disappeared, and every step was built on fear. Just one small breath, one final thread, and all the words I never said. I hear the silence open wide, like it has always lived inside. I do not ask to be forgiven, I only wanna feel what's living. This is the last time I will break, the final scar the dark will take. I burn the past, I let it go, and walk where only shadows know. If I must fall, I fall to rise, with fire still behind my eyes. This is the end, but not the fall. I leave my fear, I leave it all. The mirror shows me who I've been, a wounded soul, a haunted skin. But underneath the ash and ache, there is a spark the night can break. I carry nothing in my hands, no more chains, no brittle plans. Just one last choice, one final name, to walk through loss and call it flame. I hear the silence open wide, like it has always lived inside. I do not ask to be forgiven, I only wanna feel what's living. This is the last time I will break, the final scar the dark will take. I burn the past, I let it go, and walk where only shadows know. If I must fall, I fall to rise, with fire still behind my eyes. This is the end, but not the fall. I leave my fear, I leave it I leave it I kept on running from the weight inside my chest. Every promise, every lie, never letting me rest. Tried to cut the past, but it keeps pulling me down. Every heartbeat feels like I could drown. I built a future out of broken, borrowed dreams. Every silence in my head, louder than it seems. I don't know how to let it fade, or let it die, when the fire in my veins is the only reason why. I won't fall. Every shadow, I face it all. This is the last time I will break, the final scar the dark will take. I burn the past, I let it go, and walk where only shadows know. If I must fall, I fall to rise, with fire still behind my eyes. This is the end, but not the fall. inside me like a wall, but I can feel you not at all. Your eyes are wide, your words are few, like there's a life I can't reach through. I trace the shape of your goodbye inside the silence of your smile. You breathe the air, you wear the light, but something in you slips from sight. And I keep calling through the rain, but you don't answer back the same. You're here with me, yet miles away, a fading voice, a breaking day. I'm loving someone I can't hold, a body warm, a heart gone cold. We share the same room, same broken sky, but you're already lost inside. I reach for you, you disappear, like smoke that vanishes in fear. And all I have is what we were, a love that hurts, because it's real. Your hands still move like they remember the way we burned in late December. But now your touch is thin as glass, a fragile echo of the past. I hear your laugh inside the dark, a dying spark, a shaking heart. You never say the things you need, so I keep drowning in what we leave. And I keep calling through the rain, but you don't answer back the same. You're here with me, yet miles away, a fading voice, a breaking day. I'm loving someone I can't hold, a body warm, a heart gone cold. We share the same room, same broken sky, but you're already lost inside. I reach for you, you disappear, like smoke that vanishes in fear. And all I have is what we were, a love that hurts, because it's real. If I could open up your chest and find the place you hid the rest, I'd light a fire in your soul and make the emptiness let go. Every step about a future, every scar another phrase. I've been hiding from the daylight in the corners of my mind, afraid that if I face the mirror I won't like what I might find. But there's a fire in the distance calling out my name tonight. I feel the weight of all my limits start to tremble in the light. Raise my hands to the choir of the broken sky, singing over all the pieces that I used to hide. I'm not running from the shadows that I kept inside. I'm letting go of who I wasn't just to stay alive. Let the old self die under broken sky. Every voice that tried to chain me, spoken languages of doubt, told me you will never make it, tried to drown my silence out. But I learned to breathe in thunder, turn the tremors into song. Every note became an echo, pushing me to prove them wrong. Now there's a doorway in the darkness, and it's opening in my chest. I feel the fear become a rhythm, beating louder than the rest. Raise my hands to the choir of the broken sky, where the fallen learn to stand and the lost can rise. I'm not living as a ghost in another life. I'm stepping out of every cage I built inside. All the borrowed names, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Every hidden If I break, will I finally feel real? If I bleed, will the wounds ever heal? I've been scared of the truth in my veins, but I'm tired of worshiping chains. No more chains. No more chains. No more chains. If I scream all the things I deny, will I find there was nothing to hide? I'm not praying to be safe tonight. I'm just asking for the strength to fight. No more chains, let it rise. with everything I was before. Behind me lived the years I knew. Ahead a road I walked into. The night was cold, the sky was wide. A broken compass for my life. I left the ash, I left the stone, and stepped toward a world unknown. No map, no sign, no second chance, just trembling hands and one last glance. I carry fear like it was fate, and crossed the line I couldn't wait. I let it go, I let it burn. The final page, the final turn. What I had was never mine to keep, so I gave it to the dark and deep. And if I fall, I'll fall awake. With every scar the road will take. This is the place where I begin, by losing all I held within. The mirror showed a fractured face, a stranger wearing my old trace. But in the crack beneath the pain, I saw a pulse I couldn't name. The wind kept telling me to stay. The past was calling me away. I said goodbye to who I was, and trusted what the silence does. No map, no sign, no second chance, just trembling hands and one last glance. I carry fear like it was fate, and crossed the line I couldn't wait. I let it go, I let it burn. The final page, the final turn. What I had was never mine to keep, so I gave it to the dark and deep. that I made, built a palace out of comfort on the bones of every fate. I kept waiting for a savior, just to drag me from the ground. But I'm the one who lit the fire every time I burned it down. I'm tired of hearing my own lies, playing victim in disguise. If I wanna feel alive, I gotta kill who I've been tonight. Break your own chains. Stop praying to the pain like it's holy, like it's saving you. Stand in your flames. Let every scar you hide be the proof of what you fought through. Break those chains. Break those chains. No more hiding in your shame. If you're waiting for a miracle, then start with you. I've been worshiping the shadows, calling weakness destiny, blaming ghosts and blaming demons, just to not blame me is me. I kept running from the mirror, afraid of what I'd have to see. But every wound that I've been nursing has been caused by no one else but me. I'm done pretending I'm controlled by all I wrote in stone. If I wanna change the script, I gotta break this version of my soul. Break your own chains. Stop kissing all the fears like the friends that never leave. Stand in your place. Let every time you fall be the spark that makes you breathe. Break those chains. Break those chains. Rise above the doubt you claim. If you want a different heaven, then burn this cage. I'm sick of waiting for a sign, when the truth is in my spine. Every tremor, every crack, it's just a call to fight back. I won't yield to my reflection, won't keep feeding my infection. If I stay inside this room, I'll be the one who kills my soul. No more chains. No more chains. Break your own chains. Stop praying to the pain like it's holy, like it's saving you. Stand in your place. Let every scar you hide be the proof of what you made it through. Break those chains. Break those chains. Break those chains. Let your heart beat down to the blame. If you're waiting for a miracle, then start with you. 'Cause no one else can break the chains.